I use Windows, I use gaming computers. We don't use Fruity Loops. When I started with Fruity Loops, it wasn't on Macs. Like that, we call that Mac shit like the devil Fruity Loops does. Like, cause it ain't the same sound, it don't sound the same. Like the drums thinner, like it's just different. Like, I still use Fruity Loops 11 and 10. Like it look totally different and all that. But they don't have that for a Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's a different sound than what everybody else doing. That's why our shit hit harder than everybody.
They made Fruity Loops. It's called Too Easy.
FL Studio is one of the most widely used DAWs among producers today. While many know of its popularity amongst the producer community, little know about the controversy behind the sonics of the DAW.
The new FLs, like, sound-wise, the sound is more polished.
In today's video, we're going to be investigating the sonic secrets behind FL Studio, why many claim it's louder than other DAWs,
I was in a loudness war with Fruity Loops.
and how different producers utilize different versions of the DAW to get certain sounds.
Oh, that's the real reason I use 11 actually, is because of the...
Back then in the world of audio, Pro Tools reigned king. But as more and more producers started to use FL, many top-tier mixing engineers noticed a difference in sound.
When Fruity Loops first came out, it was so loud, and their rough mixes were actually killing some of us engineers. I was in a loudness war with Fruity Loops. For some reason or another, whenever I get kicks or 808s from Fruity Loops, for whatever reason, because the platform is 64-bit float, I believe, I could be wrong, but whatever the platform is, it just comes to me louder.
It's called Too Easy.
It just comes to me extremely aggressive. Now, I'm not saying that it's
Too Easy.
remotely close to where it got to, but when I initially got it, when you start from an 8, you can make an 8 a 12, you know what I mean, rather than a 4 a 10.
But what was it about the DAW that made it inherently louder? Some say it was the soft flipper and the DAW's limiter, while others just say it was due to the nature of how the DAW was built.
How can a DAW be loud? Just so we understand, like.
Well, Fruity Loops soft clipper is
Okay.
is amazing, and the thing really gets records loud. And a lot of the producers will, do their rough mix, and they put the Fruity Loops soft clipper, and I'm talking everything's going through it: vocals, beat, kick drums, 808s, and it would be extremely loud and extremely distorted, but it had something to it.
And it's because of those reasons that FL Studio became known for having an infamous knock and sound that no other DAW could really touch. But it doesn't stop there. Not only does FL Studio have a distinct sound, but its different versions sound completely different according to different producers and mixers.
Is it
It's
true?
different.
Isn't
It's
that?
different, bro. I'm gonna just tell you.
You know
it's
you're gonna have a
different.
YouTuber on there who'll be like,
The new FLs, like, sound-wise, the sound is more polished, which isn't bad. Like, it sound better, really. But like, my favorite FL is 10. I'm loving 21. The workflow and the features on all the new ones are better, but it's a different sound, bro. Like, on FL 10 or 11, you could 11 and 10 and under, when you push the sound like more closer to the red, like to like closer to the distortion and clipping, it make the sound like, I don't know, it's some in the program and the sound design of it where it's like, it distort without sounding like fucked up distort. It's just like, man, this shit thumping.
Do your mixes sound extremely boring? Do you suffer from lackluster vocal effects that make your songs sound uninspired? Introducing the legendary effects template, your all-in-one solution for elevating your effects game. Unleash the power of 60+ meticulously crafted custom vocal effects inspired by today's top mixers. Available now through the link in the description below. Not only do many claim that the earlier versions of FL had a harder knock, they also had the legendary legacy effects, which allowed producers to easily modify and beef up their drums.
Oh, that's the real reason I use 11 actually, is because of it's the FX knobs.
amp
The
and
legacy
shit?
effects.
Yeah.
Bro.
No,
That changed my
channel
trajectory as a
yeah.
producer, like no lie, because like before that I could never get my drums hitting. I found
the new. Oh, I understand.
and they,
amp,
the,
like the amp,
and
and
like
whatever.
the out or like whatever, the amp, the FX, all that stuff,
Yeah.
bro.
They had that in 20 or is it only in 11?
I think they added it back in 20, but it's different a little bit or something.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if they got all the options to it.
major gems, legacy effects are slapping, yo.
Right.
And some mixers found ways to incorporate these legacy effects into their workflows.
being at Triangle all those years, I would just be around nothing but Atlanta producers.
Yeah.
So you'd see Nash B, DJ Spence, you'd see Pierre Bourne, like all these people all the time. And you just watching them make beats. TM88, Fuse, Southside, Metro, literally every day. DY, all those future sessions we would be a part of. And you just watch them make beats. You're just sitting in the back of the room. And eventually you just realize, like, why don't you just take the kick if it's lackluster, put it in FL, and just, pre-computed effects, or just turn it way up and let FL clip it on its own. Just rebounce it and trim it to taste in Pro Tools again. And there's the knock right there. Like, it's like a 2-minute process at best. It's the new Lavery, man. It has its color, it has the sound. Everybody has it.
However, amid the controversy, ImageLine began to take notice.
Perhaps you've heard it watching YouTube videos or reading social media comments. FL Studio 11 hits harder than FL Studio 20, or FL Studio 11 sounds better than FL Studio 20, or some other variation on this theme. In this video, we will prove to you why this absolutely and positively isn't the case.
In this video, ImageLine would go on to explain that the reason these older versions sounded better was because of the limiter on by default in the template.
The main reason some people perceive the audio quality of FL Studio 11 to be better is it opens with a default template that has a simple plus 5.5 decibel volume boost. This comes from a fruity limiter on the master FX slot 8. From FL Studio 12 onward, we reset the gain on this default project to 0 decibels, meaning no change.
They did, however, remove the legacy effects and then re-added them later in FL Studio 20 under a new name. Despite the company's video and various tests online comparing the sound of different DAWs and different versions of FL Studio, many producers will still say that it has a sound to it. So who do y'all agree with?
They can say what they want. They can say what they want. That's like, ain't even no shade. That's like maybe an aspiring doctor on YouTube is telling a fucking neuroscientist, a brain surgeon, like, no, he's wrong, no, he's... But what you doing though? Not even no shade, but I'm just being real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done studied. It's a difference, bro. I got ears. I got great ears. Like, it's a difference. And that don't mean it's bad. I feel like niggas get offended because they feel like it's bad. It's not bad.
I hope y'all enjoyed that video taking a look at the FL Studio controversy. If you want more content like this, please do not forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyways, I'll see y'all later.